A very good morning to my dear students. In the previous class, I had told you about Wanda and how her friends made fun of her. Peggy and Maddie, who used to wait for her, they had been waiting, and for 2 continuous days she did not come. Peggy was the most popular girl in room number 13, that is the class. And although Maddie, she did not like Peggy to make fun of Wanda, but because Peggy was basically a good-hearted girl, yet Peggy did not agree to Wanda saying that she had 100 dresses all lined up in her closet, because she used to wear a very misfit faded blue dress every day. And so that is why the question arose that if she had 100 dresses and 60 shoes all of different colors lined up, then why she was wearing only one dress every day. So till here we had done it. Now let's proceed further. Today, even though they had been late to school, Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Wanda. Now, we know that for 2 days, her presence, Wanda's presence, remained unnoticed because she was not a popular girl. She was just an object to make fun of. So, just to have fun, Maddie and Peggy, they waited this particular day for Wanda, and she did not come. So they waited so long, and because of that they had been late to school. So over here Maddie was glad that she had not had to make fun of Wanda. She worked her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly, not focusing on her arithmetic problems. And 8 times 8, let's see. 8 times 8 meaning 8 multiplied by 8. Let's see. She wished she had the nerve to write Peggy a note. Now she wanted to have the courage to write a note to Peggy, because she knew she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy, to say. Because she did not have the courage to speak up to Peggy, so she thought that most probably she can write and tell Peggy whatever her feelings were. Hey Peg, let's stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has. Now that was what she wanted actually to tell Peggy, but she did not have the courage, so she wrote. When she finished her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. Suddenly she paused and shuddered. Now once she finished solving her arithmetic, she wrote a note to Peggy. She started writing a note to Peggy. Then suddenly she paused and shuddered. Then she stopped and she trembled. Shuddered means trembled. She pictured herself in the schoolyard. Now she thought that if I write something like this to Peggy, then maybe I may become an object to make fun of, a new target for Peggy and the girls. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress that she had on. And then because she was wearing hand-me-down clothes, so she thought that Peggy may ask her right in the mid of the schoolyard that where did she get the dress that she was wearing. And Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy's old ones, because she was also not coming from a very well-to-do family, and she was also wearing hand-me-down clothes. So it was one of Peggy's old dresses that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with. Now Maddie's mother, she had made some alteration so that it will appear differently by adding new trimmings, so no one in room 13 would recognize it. So by adding certain cuttings in Peggy's old dress, she had made it suitable for Maddie to wear so that nobody will recognize it. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda. Oh, well, Maddie ran her hand through her short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. Now, when she thought about first, she thought of writing the notes. Now, when she this thought came to her that now she may be an object of fun, and Peggy may ask her that where did you get the dress that you're wearing, and it was one of Peggy's old dresses. Then, when this thought came to her mind, then she became uncomfortable, and she brushed her hair through her short blonde so to remove as if to remove the uncomfortable thought that was coming in her mind. And then she thought that if it will only be Peggy's decision to on her own to stop having fun with Wanda. What difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note she had started. Now she was uncomfortable and the thoughts had come to her mind, and so she tore away the note that she had started writing to Peggy. She was Peggy's best friend. This we know right from the beginning that she was Maddie and Peggy, they were good friends. And Peggy was the best liked girl in the whole room. This also we know the reasons why she used to wear different dresses. Then she was popular, and she had curly hair and she was a pretty girl. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought. And then she thought that because she was protective also, so she thought that Peggy would definitely not do something that is not right. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived up on Borgenside. Borgenside, I told you that it was somewhat like a slum. So she was just one of the girls and stood alone in the schoolyard. She did not have friends. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. Now, whenever the students, the children, they used to ask her how many dresses she had, and that was the only time that she spoke, and that too she spoke that she had 100 dresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses. Now, Maddie also remembered because now she was not coming to school for 2 days. So, Maddie remembered that one of her dresses, she said, was pale blue with colored trimmings, with colored cuttings. It was a pale blue dress. And she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green, meaning a bright jungle green color with a red sash. Sash is a band that comes from the shoulder to the waist. You'd look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in pretended admiration, in fake admiration. The girls posing to admire, they had said this, that if you'll wear something like a brilliant jungle green dress with a red sash, you'd look like a Christmas tree, because the Christmas tree, they have the green dress things and red decorations, so you look like a Christmas tree. Thinking about Wanda and 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. Now, thinking about the dresses, Maddie started thinking that now there was a competition, and let's see who's going to win the contest of drawing and coloring. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses. Now, the topic for the girls for this contest was to design dresses, and for boys of designing motorboats. So, the two categories, for the boys it was separate to design motorboats, and for the girls it was to design and color dresses. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal, and she thought because Peggy was a popular girl and she was good in most of the things, and so she thought that Peggy would win for the girls. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At least that's what everybody thought. And everybody thought the same thing, that Peggy was a girl who was good at drawing, and she was better than anybody else in the class. She could copy a picture in a magazine. Now, people who are good at drawing, they can copy the pictures from any magazine, any newspaper, anything, or some film star's head, so that you could almost tell who it was. And people who are good at drawing and sketching, they can design the film stars. They are very popular. The film stars are popular, and they try to sketch the portraits of these people who are famous. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win, and so Maddie was sure, because she's good at drawing, so definitely it would be Peggy who would win the contest. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winners, and the next day the teacher, she would announce the winner of this contest. Then they'd know, and then only they'd come to know who the winner is. The next day it was drizzling. Drizzling meaning light showers, raining lightly. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Under Peggy's umbrella, Maddie and Peggy, they rushed to school. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't wait for Wanda. The day was when the result would be announced, and so they did not wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street. The street that far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill led to Bogan Heights. Bogan Heights is the place where Wanda lived. Anyway, they weren't taking chances on being late today, because today was important. That day it was important because the results of the contest was to be announced. Do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. Oh, I hope so, the minute we get in, said Maddie. Of course, you'll win, Peg. And because right now, earlier we had studied that Peggy was good, so she said, well, Peg, you will be winning, of course. So sure. Hope so, said Peggy eagerly. And with the thought that Peggy would win the contest, they entered. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short, meaning midway they stopped, and gasped. Gasped meaning take a heavy breath. There were drawings all over the room. All over the rooms there were drawings. On every ledge and windowsill. Ledge is a narrow horizontal surface, and windowsill, dazzling colors and brilliant lavish designs, meaning luxurious designs and bright colors and brilliant colors, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. Wrapping paper meaning covering paper. Paper in which we cover. There must have been 100 of them, all lined up. So there were 100 of designs. These must be the drawings of the contest, for the contest. So the girls thought that these must be the drawing for the contest. They were. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly, because they were so good. So everybody, they admired it and they cheered it up by whistling. As soon as the class had assembled, as soon as the class had collected, Miss Mason announced the winners. Jack Beggles had won for the boys. Then a student by the name of Jack Beggles, he had won the contest for the boys, she said, and his design for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12. In room 12, the boys' exhibition was there, exhibits were there, along with the sketches by all the other boys in room number 12. And their room number was room number 13. As for the girls, she said, although just one or two sketches were submitted, by most, one girl and room 13 should be proud of her. Said just one girl and the entire class, that is room number 13, they should be proud of that girl. This one girl actually drew 100 designs, and the teacher said that this one girl particularly, she had drawn 100 designs, all different and all beautiful. Saying all the 100 designs, they were beautiful and all of them were different. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawings is worthy of winning the prize. And furthermore, the teacher said that of all the 100 drawings, every drawing is praiseworthy and every drawing is worth the win. I am very happy to say that Wanda Petronsky is the winner of the girls' medal. And the teacher said that she's happy that this girl who had drawn 100 designs, all the designs were different, all the designs were beautiful, and the judges also said that every dress, every design that she had drawn is worthy of winning. That girl was Wanda Petronsky. Unfortunately, Wanda has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. And saying that, well, that girl is not present, and so her presence, she not being here is unfortunate, because she is the winner and she deserved all the applause, all the clappings over here. Let us hope she will be back tomorrow. And saying so, said maybe that, hoping that she will be back over here tomorrow. Now class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawing. And saying that now you can just move around the class very quietly and observe and see her lovely drawings. The children burst into applause. Now everybody, all the children, they started clapping once again, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers in their mouth and whistle, though they were not interested in dresses. Now the boys, they got an opportunity to shout, to applaud, to clap and to stamp their feet and whistle. So they, although they were not interested in the dresses. Look, Peg, whispered Maddie. Now Maddie, Peggy's close friend, she whispered, there's that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, said Peggy. And here's that green one. Boy, and I thought I could draw. And with this, the chapter part 1 of this, it comes to an end. That Maddie also applauded her dress. And so for you, for your homework, you can do this, combine the following to make sentences like those above. Do this in your copy and do this in your copy, the third one. Please do it in your copy. That's all for today. Thank you very much.